Okay, so once again, Meghan Markle is trying to remain relevant here and finally getting around to creating some content. Apparently, they did a Spotify deal for $30 million back in December 2020, and they've only done like like a 26-minute Christmas special or something. It's just ridiculous. So let's have a look. Meghan's launching a Spotify, giving us a bit of a preview. So let's have a listen to what she said about it.
This is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls, and how the media reflects women back to us. But where do these stereotypes come from? And how do they keep showing up and defining our lives? I'm Meghan, and this is Archetypes, the podcast where we dissect, explore, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back.
So let's have a listen to that again. I'll stop it and do some commentary. So here we go.
This is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls, and how the media reflects women back to us.
So basically, she's playing the victim again, isn't she? She's going to blame the media now for any sort of what do you call it? Lack of achievement that women are achieving. So it's the media's fault, and it's stereotypes, as she says here.
But where do these stereotypes come from?
So I'm just not buying it. It's like all the stereotypes have been totally shattered already. I don't know. So this is the thing with liberal arts. They need to keep trying to be relevant by creating problems that don't exist, right? All the stereotypes have been shattered. Like, the stay-at-home mum. Women are working now. Cooking and cleaning is off the tables now. The men are doing some cooking and household chores, and the ones that aren't are bastards. But there are still some stereotypes there, and there's a bit of work to do there. But we know all this, and I think women are finding out that the workforce isn't that fantastic after all. So to me, it's just a big social experiment that maybe has backfired, and there's a lot of women that are going back to traditional roles of raising the family, and they don't want to spend their life building up a career, and it's not that satisfying. So, all right, so let's have a listen to what else she said, and I'll comment on that.
And how do they keep showing up and defining our lives? I'm Meghan, and this is Archetypes, the podcast where we dissect, explore, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back.
Hold women back? No, I don't think there's anything holding women back now. I think they've got lots of power, and they can do what they want. They can be a housewife. They can be a career woman. They can do whatever they like. The opportunities are there, and that's the thing. I'm a big fan of Jordan Peterson. He talks about what does he talk about? The forgotten what I was going to say just then. The equality. That's right. Equality of opportunity versus equality of outcome. So basically, if you give everyone the same opportunity and it doesn't produce the outcome you want, or that's the way it is, you can't force outcomes. Cannot force outcomes. So what you really want to do is try and have equality of opportunity, and whatever outcome comes out of that is fine. And we're at that stage now. Women can do whatever job, they can enroll in whatever course that they want to do. And I know Jordan was talking about in the Scandinavian countries where this is just the case. It's like mainstream now that women don't choose STEM subjects. They choose nursing and more of the social sciences. And that brings us to equal pay. And a lot of these social science courses don't pay as much, of course, because they're not really scalable. You know what I mean? It's like if you're an engineer and you're building a product or whatever, it's scalable. You can scale it up. Like Tesla with Elon Musk. You can make a lot of money doing that. Whereas if you're a nurse or something like that, you can't see 5 people one day and then scale it up to 500 the next day. It's not scalable. and that's what creates the difference in pays as well. So the free market, it tends to determine your price of your worth, really. So all this equal pay thing, I'm just not buying it. The women that are in the STEM fields now, they're just getting exactly the same pay as the men. So especially in the government departments, they've got like the different TOs, technical officers, and so forth, and they all get the same pay. So what's the future for Meghan now? Because if we look at some polls, like, we'll take this with a grain of salt. The Express, apparently it's pretty tabloid, but it's quite funny. They're saying that they did a poll, 21,035 people, asked them, are you going to listen to Meghan doing her Spotify? And overwhelmingly voters said no, they won't be listening, with 98%, 20,699 choosing that option. Just 1%, 285 said yes, they'd listen, and 51 people said they weren't sure they'd listen or not. So, and they put the big what do you call it? It's a pie chart, I guess. The pie chart of the results there. Get rid of these silly ads. Click off these. Got no way to click off them. No. Oh well, we'll just leave them there. All right. So, what else did I come up with? Oh yeah, everyone's just everyone's just distancing themselves from Meghan Markle and Prince Harry here. Apparently, Oprah Winfrey, this was a while ago, removed a scandalous interview of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry from YouTube. We've got the A-listers just says nobody cares. Meghan, social media explodes with memes ridiculing the Duchess's awful Ellen interviews. That's when she was on Ellen, and she was eating this biscuit like a chipmunk and all that sort of thing, and it didn't go down well. So yeah, there's a lot of backlash with the Markles at the moment, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Another one of the A-listers are just turning off in droves. I think the whole Ellen thing really got the ball rolling there. They've been shunned by A-listers. The Globe reports they've been shunned by A-listers after recent comments about the royal family. So this is after the Oprah interview. So yeah, you notice they're not. Where's Serena Williams now? Where's the Clooneys? Where's the Obamas? They're not getting invited to anything, are they? Apparently they're going to be. I heard they're going to be presenting an award at the Oscars, which is another can of worms, because I think it's the 29th is Prince Philip's memorial, and Harry didn't go to that. And if they're going to present something at the Oscars, it's going to look really bad, because Harry's not even going to his grandfather's memorial. So it's not a good look. I'm telling you, it's not a good look at all. And the other thing here, this was the when I looked up how much they were getting on Spotify, apparently it's $30 million. And it led me to think, I wonder if the Sugars actually went after Joe Rogan, because he's the big Spotify guy. I wonder if the Sugars went after Joe Rogan and tried to bring up all these racist remarks over the years and tried to get him cancelled. It sort of worked. There was a lot of artists that got off Spotify and threatened to leave Spotify if they didn't cancel Joe Rogan. Then they got rid of a lot of his videos and everything. So I wonder if Meghan and the Sugars were behind that. What do you think? Leave your comments below. I'm sort of thinking, man, whenever Meghan's involved, there's always trouble that follows her, isn't there? There's always drama. There's drama with Harry suing the press now. It's like he never used to do that before. He never used to do that. And actually, one thing I was going to look up was Meghan Markle engagement photos, which would be really cool. So I'll look them up here. I'll have a mug here. Let's go Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, because I've noticed something that's how they've changed over the years. So let's look at some photos here. Get the browser back up, and there we go. So probably the first time I noticed it was the engagement. Like you see here, the engagement photos. It's just that interview. Hang on, is during the interview, that first interview they sort of did. And you can see sort of how sort of happy-ish, happy-ish they were there, and she's all sort of adoring and looking up at him. It's just that little clip. I should have looked it up. It'll probably get copyrighted, so we'll just leave it alone. We'll do the Meghan and Harry engagement interview. Not spelling too good here. Now, where's that? Oh, that's the one. That's the one I was looking at. Remember this? Remember this photo here? When Meghan was looking adoringly at Harry. Seems like a bit of an act now, doesn't it? That's my opinion. What's your opinion? Leave your comments below. But she started looking at him adoringly, and then we'll go to the time cover? Time cover. And you'll see the change. She's like the boss now, and little Harry is just behind her, like submissive. See the change? Is it just me? Is it just me, or has everyone seen this change? And how many years is this? Not many. You sort of see there. She's definitely wearing the pants. And Harry's got his hands in his pants protecting the family jewels or thing, it's a sort of a very protective sort of stance when you got your hands in your pockets like that. And I'm seeing it. I don't know if anyone else is seeing it, but she's always in front of Harry now. You see on all the photos, like she sort of pushes her way in front. Whereas before she was submissive. Was submissive to get Harry, and now she's wearing the pants, I think. Anyway, guys, we'll leave it at that. That's long enough to form my opinion and convey it to you guys. So leave your comments below. What do you think of this whole thing with the Spotify? I think it's going to be a big failure. Actually, I'll just show you one more thing. It was on Twitter. It's one of my favorite Twitter accounts. Is this mocking Duchess of Sussex. They call it the Dutch ass of Monty shit show. And she put up the I think it's a female that runs this one. Teaser for Meg's new podcast just been released, and she's got the snooze icons there. And we got some run through some of the comments here. Another failure in the making. Meghan, who succeeded by ascending the greasy pole, interviewing women who actually have accomplishments, or those whom Meghan wants to ingratulate so she can use or trade favours with. Sounds like a woke fest. It's not going to be any Joe Rogan, is it? Joe Rogan's interviews are brilliant. He just attracts the who's who, like Mike Tyson. He had Professor Brian Greene on, Elon Musk, you name it. They've been on Joe Rogan. But we'll see what Meghan can. We'll see the quality of interviews that she can muster with her star power. But I don't think it's going to work. Lame and boring. There's a lot of snoozy type memes going on here. I don't think people are too enthusiastic. That's a no from me. I think even Hillary didn't. Even Hillary wasn't very impressed with the announcement. No, just not gonna watch. Not gonna watch Meghan. Nope. One person said she sounds angry. Well, she did sound pretty angry, doesn't she? We got sleepy there. La, not listening. Ah, there you go. Somebody's got onto the pie chart that I showed from the Express. I'm just like super busy right now. Don't know what that one means. But yeah, guys, leave your comments below. I'd like to hear what you think about all this. I think it's going to be a snooze fest. I think it's going to be a complete failure. I think Spotify has wasted their money. I hope they've got some clauses in the contract that, what do you call it, like KPIs, some performance clauses. They need to reach a certain audience and so forth before they get the money. Hopefully, they're not so stupid that they didn't put these clauses in, and Meghan won't get a cent because they're not producing anything. They're 2 years. Like, how many interviews has Joe Rogan done in 2 years? Like hundreds. Yeah, he does one nearly every day. So, yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not going to be watching it. Are you going to watch it? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.